Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whichever time of the day you're getting this, and wherever from. In case you don't know me from anywhere else, my name is Makasi, yes, Makasi, and welcome to this What Is This podcast, where we talk about random stuff and determine what they are or not. In case you're watching without subscribing, please do subscribe right now. And we already have a few videos on the channel at the moment. If you've not watched those, please go back and watch. And don't forget to leave a comment and like the video if you like the video, or even if you don't like the video. Like the video because you like me. Even if you don't, just like the video because you can. And get ready for today's video. But mnajuanga, do you guys think like the world is like it's either good or bad? Either you have it or you don't. It's like black and white. I was trying to avoid that black and white thing so much because it's a big debate that goes on in the world, and it's one I like to take part in, and I have an opinion which I believe is true. Imagine you either have it or not. You either can sing well or cannot sing well. Yeah, but I don't know. But sometimes maybe it happens. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Nimesema story ya kuimba. I just remembered a very funny story about my singing. Hivi mnaniona hapa but then got a trophy ya kuimba, but don't tell me to sing when you see me. I once went to an interview where they required me to sing. Vitu zingine ni kujiset up, by the way. I knew that interview needed someone who could sing because the job, it's a weird thing. But I knew I was not going to prepare any song. It's not English or Swahili or what. It's another complicated thing. I don't want to mention things. Naeza nyimwa visa. So I went for the interview. And before, actually, I was not even planning to go for that interview. I had a lot going on. Nimekuwa na lot going on for the longest time. A lot. Yangu ilianza around hapo last year, October. Anyway, so I have an interview. They needed someone who could sing. Na I knew that, but niliapply na nikaambiwa niende na nikajua I will go to the interview. If they want me to sing, well and good, but I was hoping they would take me based on other criteria, but not kuimba. Well, I had some good things going on for me. So I go to the interview. The day of the interview came, dressed my best. I went to the interview. I go to the office. It's an office kind of thing. Then I entered. I met this nice lady, and she even gave me, she told me to sing. Manze uje ambuo uimbe. Yani song inakuja kwa akili ni sorry. Like niko hapo, I am supposed to sing a foreign language song. Akili yangu inagonga tu nekiliana ya sukuma moka mbeyonzeka. Na ungwate siya mukwayo tandeke ando kailowe wakwa na kwane waku kailowe wakwa. Anyway, she's telling me to sing. I swear to God, I almost asked her, can I sing the national anthem? I did not. And then she gives me a few songs. She asked me any song I know, akili yangu ifikiri. And then she suggests a few songs, even in that language that I happened to know. Sawa basi tuimbe. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Manze, I embarrassed the shit out of me. She's telling me to sing from the stomach. I'm like, nigga, isn't it supposed to come from the mouth? Anyway, people that sing, congratulations, you guys. You have a talent. You've found your talent. You've managed to find your talent. Some of us are still wondering around trying to find ours. It's never come. It's not easy, by the way. Do you guys know your talents? Tell me in the comments. Na wale wenye tunajidanganyanga tuko na multiple talents, but we've not perfected in any, we need a support group. But for real, we just have many abilities. I can't even remember any of mine, but well, when I started the video before, I gave one example that sent me spiraling all the way and talking about my singing, which is not. Anyway, please let's not talk about my singing again. When I started the video, I wanted to talk about good and bad, right and wrong, black and white. Let me just call it that, the words I was trying to avoid. I have been one of those people that have always wanted to believe, or rather forced myself to believe, that the world is only black and white, because I felt like if we say it's not, and we allow the in-betweens to come in, then people will do bad things and still comfort themselves that they are good people. And while doing life, I have come to realize that it's really challenging to look at the world that way. And if I have to accept it, it's not like that. Because if we say, if I'm a good person and then one time I do something bad or something that can be attributed to the bad people, then I have already crossed the line. I am on the bad people side now and I cannot come back. And vice versa. And then I realized that there is kind of a double standard, because I feel like if I am a bad person and I do something good one time, people can easily accept me as being a good person then, because the past is the past. But if I am a good person and one time I do something associated with bad people, it's very easy for people to like not allow me to come back to being a good person, to attribute me to that bad people now, to take me as having crossed the line. I am a bad person now. Sijui kama mnanifuata. Yeah, there is that double standard. So I realized, and it's only human, by the way, to think like that. And then another thing is that for you to be a good person or a bad person, you will have to be perfectly bad or perfectly good. Because when I cross the line, if I cross the good people line, I have already moved to the other side and I cannot come back. Then we cannot have good people, because who is that perfect? Nani anaweza sema ajaifanya kitu mbaya? Who never fuck up? Hands in the air. No hands. Then even ndo nasema sasa, then we will not have good people and also bad people. Nani anaweza sema kuna mtu who is so bad, has never done something good in their life, that they can only be bad people, and that then ninakuja na realize it's hard to look at the world that way, as just good and bad. And then in my quest for finding an answer to my endless questions that I also don't know what they are, nika realize that it would also be hard to have. Then what is good and bad if when I am a bad person I cross the line, I am good now, and when I am a bad person when I am a good person I cross the line, now I am a bad person. I can't remember what I just said those few seconds, but mna get what I'm trying to say. So I realized that then we cannot have good and bad, because I can be bad today, I can be bad tomorrow, I can be good tomorrow. Maybe it's just a seasonal thing. Like if you knew me as a good person yesterday, then I can be a bad person tomorrow. If you knew me as a bad person yesterday, I can be a good person tomorrow. I feel like I'm comforting myself at this moment, because actually I have always wanted to say I am a good person. Maybe I'm understanding myself more now. I have always wanted to say I am a good person, but have I done some wrong things or bad people things in the past? Of course I have. But when I do bad things, do I want to be called a bad person? The double standard. No, I am a good person. I only happen to do bad people things this once. Hizo examples zingine nilikuwa ninapeana ilinipeleka vibaya. I gave a wrong example and it took me all the way. I want you guys to engage with me in the comments, please. That's why I started this YouTube channel, so that I can interact with other people's opinions and silence the noise that goes on in my mind. See, noise, ni voice. Niko na a lot of voices. And none of them is a singing voice. Haha. Well, after ranting through the video, I feel like I have come to a conclusion that good and bad exists in the world, but we cannot use just that to describe people or to describe human beings, just that. But for other things, yes, there is only good and bad. We can say this tea is good, or this tea is not good, or it's bad. And we can say, for other things, we can say this shoe is beautiful, this shoe is not beautiful. But for people, the opinions, my hair. For people, the opinions will always vary. Like, some people can think I'm beautiful, and wengine wananiona wanashanga hii ilifunguliwa wapi. But I do hope nobody sees me and wonders hii ilifunguliwa wapi, ama hiyo kitu iuliwe before itage mayai. Yeah, please tell me what you think about every part of this video on the comments. I will appreciate. And if you're watching without subscribing, please subscribe right now, just because you can. Yep. Bye bye.